They shouldn't. Kasura Lumumba has been killed for the same reason. For the same reason, how can you done with all those people? Look at the Chabazinga thing. Out of the 2,000 invitees, more than 50% were from the same region. The Basoga were very few. What kind of Chabazinga ship is that? It was for the Basoga. Not for the Banyankore. Not for us, the Bahima. No. Not for the Bararu. Not. Everybody is very pleased about the oil sector. But the East and the North have more gold with greater worth than the oil everybody is thinking about. Look at how the first family is in Algeria on causes of oil to come and manage the sector, the oil sector. Is that the kind of cake that we want to share with the cake? For us who are very, very well versed with hybrids, we are right here. My wife is an Eastern, from the East. I also have my friend, is a doctor at Makerere University. He came to Paris and married a woman who was pursuing a PhD in the United States. All the way from Bushen to Paris. All the way from Ishaka. I married from in Bukedea. So this is our time. This is your time. You have been a photo store for so long. It is the time for the Easterners to take charge of this country. Think about it. If there is any mitigation if there should be any bridge between Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and an Easterner, that bridge should be from one of the first, the sons in the row of the current regime. So that is what I would think. That is what I think. So primarily, you have these topics to discuss, and we shall return here in 2 weeks. Every one of you should have a report to share. Kindly keep time the same venue. Make sure you do not report to anyone how you're coming here. We said we are leaving no signatures. Leave your official cars behind. Get different vehicles that have not been that are in no way attached to you. So please do that. That is going to be very important. You have 20 million each of you here as a transport refund and allowance, and use it to equip you to start this project. That is what you should be looking at right now. So I hand over to the chairman of the meeting, the chief organizer, and is your host. Thank you very much.
I think we have it already now. I'm very thankful that we are somewhere now. Thank you for being elaborative, and I know you know your tasks. So let us confuse the Busoga region so that you can master it. Secondly, let us floor all the veteran politicians, those that are not willing to seek the power shift to another region. We get rid of them. Then we know the deputy speaker should stop at that. He can only be allowed to become speaker of the parliament of Uganda when at least Bukede is in charge of this country. So another issue. There was a bigger project, you know, financially, officially. All of those spheres, you know how to classify them differently, put them in clusters so that you can manage. And curtail him, get him tied up, and have him stagnate. Let him stagnate and let him keep oscillating within one position, left, right, left, right. Don't allow him to settle. Then make sure you manage parliament very, very well. Then find ways of handling the opposition. Political intelligence, we are very good at that. You can do it. Then we are also going to look at, I think, I don't want to take, I mean, you know how to manage between Chadondo and the MK. I mean, Chado, yes, you know how to manage Chambogo and the MK. I know there are Wankies, so many of them there. People like Frank Gashumba. There's so many MPs, you can confuse and really they come. Because I know most of those MPs went to the Chabazinga because of MK. And also because of Taiba. Now we can agree that Taiba has a higher credit score than our side. But we can do something about it. And lower that credit score. There's so much. I think we can capitalize on the opposition. The NUP, the LOP, if we can meet them, they can do the best out of that. So, but we thank you. Many of you have cooperated for some good time. And thank you for keeping this project a secret. I'm very happy. You're silent. You're going to wave at our one of the big bosses is here. You're going to see him. Just say hello to him. There's no dialogue, of course. He has not attended this meeting, but whatever we are recording here is going to be consumed by him. And then we are also going to share to Platinum so that they are both at par. But I can promise you everything is well. So I'm going to ask you, you have these khaki envelopes here. So as you leave, I think everybody, each contains 20 million Ugandan shillings. It is for you. It is for you. So take your time. Dinner's been prepared at the side, at the back side. So you start moving deep in the night. Go and be good in the first place. Go and be very good. Go and be very, very good. But we're reporting back here, the same place, same time. We are not going to make calls. Just get yourselves here. So your commanding officer here is going to also be engaging you throughout the week. But as he said, take your time, download those apps, Signal or Telegram, then you centralize your communication. In case you find it dangerous to move physically, those apps can deliver this information. So we can convene and also get, you know, between now and then, so much can happen. But that communication is a must between your commanding officer and Team Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. Now you as team leaders, you know how to manage your tasks. So go recruit your assets. Any additional finances are going to be delivered by your commanding officer right here. So this is your transport refund, but when you're set, each of you is going to get 50 million to recruit your assets. that are going to help you reach out to the field in information gathering. That is what we need. That's what we're talking about. So you can do the needful, then you leave the rest to me. Thank you. I am delighted to meet you. If anyone last word from you, comrade.
Now, me, I simply appreciate. I appreciate everything. I hope you have noted everything down. So, what is left, I think, is anyway. The rest we can communicate. So let's first go to the backside and down the road. All that the information that we need. We also prepare ourselves as you have a meal, you have a drink, you have a meal. Then we can casually discuss anything that you'd need. But as we say, any discussion should leave our big bosses behind the curtains. But whatever operations you are going to be conducting, be present but remain invisible. That is a conclusive remark I have for you. But make sure you are very smart at doing this. Make sure we